All right, we are live inside the lab for what has become the late night lab show, if you will. Today's topic, we are talking about Cyberpunk 2077, right? I did a video on it and released it late Thursday. Funny thing is, that video came about a day late because I was having weird, issues with the game myself early on and just trying to get it to play at 1440p. The plan was, and I talked about this in the video, but the plan was to stream it at 1440p or 1080p. But two things that are limiting me from streaming and even at 4K, and that's one, my internet, and two, I am sort of hardware limited. But the biggest bottleneck is my internet. So yeah. But in this video, in this live stream, I said, you know what, we'll save it for Saturday's live stream, and I will try my hands at streaming it at 1080p. Now, I tested some of the behind the scenes. I was testing the game, just streaming it in like private, and you may or may not have seen a notification go up that said I was multi-streaming with Restream, which essentially I was, but I was doing privately, just trying to test different settings and just trying to replicate at least a viewable experience for you, the audience, while you're watching me play. Let me jump over to the chat real quick and say, oh, what's up to Sparta Rules 1993? It's good to see you. I gotta follow up and check out your DMs. But it's good to see you. Welcome to the Saturday Late Night Show. I know you're over in Cali, so there's I believe it's a little earlier over there for you, Sparta Rules. And I'm just going to give a little bit more time for, for more people to jump into this live stream. Last Saturday we did the live stream this late, and I had said that I wanted to try to continue to experiment with doing later in the day live streams, or like around 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, my time, which last Saturday we had a pretty decent turnout, which we still had decent turnouts doing it in the morning time. And I understand that if I stream in the morning time, of course I'm going to miss out on some viewers that are either asleep or they are in different time zones. And the same thing with streaming late. We have a few members in the audience that I know can confirm that right now. It's like 1, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock their time. But yeah, so that is essentially what we're going to do in this video, right? Now, full disclosure, full warning. I did test, I did test Cyberpunk 2077. I did try streaming it from 1080p and just to see how it looked, and your feedback will be crucial to the experience, but my conclusion was that I am essentially limited to my internet, which I'm getting just a little over 5 megabytes per second upload. So we'll see. I did mess around with some of the bitrate settings, and that's why you may or may not have seen the restream, multi-stream notification go up. And Thunder says, "Hey, hey, hey," or just two hays. What's up, Thunder? LT is in the chat. So, so yeah. And then also I want to say hello to our friends and fam that are on the replay. I know some of you, some of you send me messages or send me messages. You comment on the videos, and you tell me, hey, I checked out your live stream, or I'm here on the replay. I missed it, but I'm definitely going to check out the replay. Or they're commenting with timestamps. That way, I know they were there for the conversation. I do appreciate you all that are here on the replay, right? And also, you are here. Those of you who are here live with us too. Again, this is a late night Saturday stream. If you're here on the East Coast, it's a little past 8:30. Right? I do apologize for the stream getting off to a late start. And with that said, just to do a little bit of quick housekeeping because I didn't want to keep everybody long tonight. I know we always say that, and the streams almost end up going over an hour, but you know, being as there's been so much content covered on Cyberpunk from larger tech tubers, and some of you may have or may have not played it yourself, or you have a friend or mate that has played it and they're able to give you subjective feedback. However you're coming into it, didn't want to, I didn't want to show any spoilers, right? And I also talked about this in, I believe it was Thursday's live stream, where I did my walkthrough. Or I did my first couple minutes with the character creation process and choosing your life path and some of the early minutes of the game. In that video, I also chopped out like a lot of the conversation, a lot of the dialogue that you had with some of the NPCs, at least early on in that game. Although there still weren't any true spoilers, in my honest opinion. So that's one thing I'm going to try to strive for when I jump in and we play when we give it a go. But I haven't played beyond the point where I stopped at the video. I mean, you can almost consider this live stream a part two or direct follow up because where I stopped in that video is essentially where we're picking up. And that's in the beginning of the game where the robbery kind of goes sideways and you meet up with the NPC Jackie, and you're headed back to your apartment complex, and you're moving on to the next your next job. So that's what we're going to jump in, and that's what I'm going to pick up. I am going to leave MSI Afterburner up, and I'm also going to show you some of the settings that I am playing at. Let me jump over into the chat. See, we have a few new peeps that came in. Let's see. Bad Habit said, "What's up, bros?" And sorry if there's a delay. As something I was also testing. YouTube using normal latency, low latency, and ultra low latency, trying to make it as as live as possible, if you will. But I see Bad Habit says, "What's up, bros? What's up, Bad Habit? It's good to see you. Join us here late night." And then I see got my bro Skitty live. Scott, what's up? What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Finally, hey, again, good to see you on the live stream. Yeah, we're gonna play a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077, bro. Um, Bad Habit said, "What's the big hype with CP 2077? Is it really good or is it just hype? Haven't watched a video of it yet." That's interesting you say that, and I tell you what, we're going to jump right into it. But let me add to Bad Habit's comment because, I read a few articles and I read a few reviews on the game, and I had it available to me on December 9th. I actually played it on December 9th before reviewers were able to show gameplay, which on a side note is utter bullcrap. I'm gonna call it how I see it. I just as an influencer, if you will, or someone who recommends products and games, hardware and what have you. If CDPR came to me and said, "Hey, lab, we want you to review this game, but you can't show any of your gameplay footage," that would have been a deal breaker for me. I would have just respectively declined and just would have ponied up $60 to get the experience that you would get as a consumer. And Drexer 909K says, "Hey, I'm back. It's good to see you, Drexer. Drexer, I know you was with us on a couple live streams before. It's good to see you. Good to see you. We're going to jump in and play a little bit of Cyberpunk 2077. I'm going to give you, my review, if you will, because I haven't played enough of the game to really say if it's really good or not. There are things that I don't like about it, and there are things that I do like about it. And it's really equal at the moment. It's really balanced, right? It's right there in between. But good to see you, Drexler. Skitty says, "What about the Marvel's Avengers though? Don't think DC coming out with something like that." Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We had Injustice, so arguably, Marvel's just now catching up. And plus, that game was pretty split, right? I really didn't read good things about it. I skipped over it myself. But one thing's for sure, DC's been killing the game anyway with Injustice. We got the Injustice series, right? But yeah, I tell you what, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. I didn't bring them up, but if you're a regular here, right, during our live streams, we talk about our mailing. You can sign up for our mailing list. If you haven't and you are a regular here, please do sign up for our mailing list. It's totally free. It only requires you to have an email and preferably your first name so I know how to address you. But you can find all these links down in the comment section below. YouTube notifications, they're okay. They're not perfect, right? But the good, better, best model using our mailing list. That's the better way to stay in touch with you and to stay connected with audience members. You can find that link down in the description box below. If you sign up, you receive at least 1 to 2 emails a month, right? One like a content overlook or a future outlook into the content. But yeah, sign up for the mailing list. When we launch new programs from the channel, like a Patreon and our Discord, our private Discord for the audience here, you will be the first to know. On top of that, we also have the merch store link, which you can find down in the description box below, with the official lab swag or labware merchandise. Really supports the channel in a tremendous way. You look good while playing your games. You feel good, play good, right? You can find the link to that down in the description box below. On top of that, the website, which is an extension of the concept or the content, you can find the link to that down in the description box below, and that is insidethelab.net. Right? Awesome content coming there, as well as like how helpful blogs and how tos. I also want to add a guest speaker to come on and also write helpful articles from like different genres or different niches, say like the competitive community, because some of we do have some audience members who are into the competitive scene. And we also have some members of the audience here that are also content creators. So it'd be also dope to bring in a content creator that can also come in and maybe share helpful content with the audience. You'll be able to find all of that information down there in the pinned comment and the description box below. Yeah, Drexer909, he's laughing and says, or they're laughing and says, okay, sounds fun. Yeah, man, we're always down to have fun here in this community. When I play games, I play games differently. Obviously, when I'm playing in front of the camera, but when I'm playing just for myself, I become the character. I don't really talk as much, but it's fun to play the game and for you to get like a reaction because here this is going to be my first reaction to playing it here live, like right now when we jump into it. Excuse me, Skitty says it's way better than what I thought it was going to be. You'll hate to love it. Apex all day. Yeah, I mean, eh, and then what? And then it's the hype is quickly over. But yeah, Apex is, long live Apex. And Apex is a game that I want to bring back into the benchmark flow here on the channel, especially with an upcoming video. If you just got to if you're a first time viewer here to the channel and you're on the fence about building a PC, we have the 2021 how to build a PC guide, right? And it still rides the topic or rides the trend of what is available right now. So do be on the lookout for that. And I see we have a couple of viewers, but not enough likes. So, do remember to give the stream a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, I do welcome you to tap the round subscribe icon or the round subscribe button down there below. Give this stream a like, right? And if you have any bros or sisters that are into PC gaming, definitely send them our way because we definitely don't discriminate. We welcome builds of all different backgrounds and budgets. Skitty says not Apex Avengers. I mean, it sounds better than the Apex Avengers. I mean, that sounds pretty dope, right? And Bad Habit says Apex is dope, but TF2 is my game. TF2, Team Fortress 2. Help me out with that. I'm such a cash when it comes to gaming. I play mostly single player games. This is one of the reasons why I was looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. But here's who wasn't looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077, and that's poor console players. And I've been reading a couple of different articles that have been pointing out that Cyberpunk 2077 more than likely should have been delayed again. I mean, do I think that the game was rushed? I don't necessarily want to say the game was rushed because for crying out loud, it was in development for 8 9 years, right? Which, speaking of, two of my buddies that are here in the chat, Skitty, and I see Ron. He says, "Hey, I made it. Apex is dope. I agree. Yeah, and I haven't played in a while, so even when I do play in a benchmark it, I'm really sometimes I have my kids sit in and benchmark the game, but just tell them just play as competitively as you normally would. That way, I can capture accurate benchmark figures. But two of my buddies, in our chat, we actually developed games. We managed a game studio. So we understand, even on an independent level, of what all that goes into developing a game. And 8 years is a long time. I would arguably almost want to say that Cyberpunk 2077 was over ambitious. I mean, it was, they wanted to do so much in a game. They end up literally sometimes, if they say you're doing too much, like they just end up doing doing way too much, and it shows. It shows. Bad habit, and Ron. Ron says Cyberpunk is dope too, even all glitchy on my Xbox One. And it's funny you say that because I mean Xbox One users like yourself, Ron, that Myron, that's kind of who we're talking about in this right now because it just not only runs glitchy, it's pretty bad. I've seen the video, I've seen the footage, and it shouldn't even release on Xbox One and PS4. But because of licensing and how the business works, CDPR was required to release, the game on all the consoles from the bat. So even with them coming later to the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and X, um, yeah, that and Ron says it's Skitty. Is that Scott? Yep, that definitely is Scott. But even with that coming to those, I mean, it should have waited. It should have waited. They should have forced CDPR to put the game on the Xbox One and the PS4 if it was going to run the way it does. I mean, it's utterly bad from the way the resolution drops down to 720p from 900p to 720p just to manage 30 frames per second, and then there's some instances where it's even lower than that, and it's just not a playable experience that should have been presented to gamers on day one, especially if you pre-ordered it. Especially if you pre-ordered it. Bad Habit then says Titanfall 2. I'm sad you didn't know that. Yeah, my bad. I played Titanfall 2. I played Titanfall 2. I should have known. That's my bad though. Yeah, Titanfall 2. Drexler says, so my brother's GTX 660 Ti just came in and needs two PCI power connectors. Should I go with a PCIe 6-pin splitter or should I go Molex to 6-pin connector? That's a good question. It all depends on your power supply rating, right? And how much power delivery you're going to need. In my honest opinion, I wouldn't go with the Molex to 6-pin. I would go with the 6-pin splitter in my honest opinion. Regardless of what power supply you're in, I would go with the PCI power. I would go with the splitter. And Bad Habit says, I thought we were talking about Apex Legend. Yeah, well, we were. Like Skitty was blending. Scott was talking like Apex and Marvel's Avengers. He's a Marvel fan, arguably a Marvel fanboy. Y'all know how we roll with fanboys. We don't have fanboys around here, but it's all good. I'm a DC fanboy. There's DC stuff all over the place. But I mean, yeah, there's good reports and then there's bad reports with Cyberpunk 2077. I'm playing on PC. Obviously, I have not touched it on consoles, and I won't touch it on consoles. But it's also sad to hear that the developers had to go through crunch time just to even get this game off or get this game out or get it off of production, get it out of its production nightmare, if you will, right? And they were working like 100-hour weeks. That's insane. No way could you be productive, even as this article from Screen Rant points out. Breaks, rest, sleep. Things are important. You need to walk away from the production, right? And that you can almost correlate that with anything in life, especially when you're trying to achieve something as surmountable as developing this game that was so incredibly overhyped, right? like we somebody mentioned earlier. Was it overhyped? I think it was certainly overhyped, but I don't overhype games. I think the last game I was like really like, oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped for the game. It was The Order 1666 or 1866, whatever. Right, the the Sony exclusive. I mean, I got hyped for that game, and I was really let down. I paid $60 for that game, and I pre-ordered that game. And Cyberpunk 2077 was one of the that I can remember one of the first games in a long while that I paid $60 for. I paid $60 for Cyberpunk 2077, which is another issue I have because I bought the game digitally. There's no paper, there's no plastic material, there's no, production or shipping associated with the product, yet I still pay $60 for the game. There's no reason why it should be a little lower for those of us who bought it digitally. But yeah, I mean, CDPR was always glorified because of The Witcher 3, and I know The Witcher 3 is a great game. Matter of fact, I was recommended to play it from Ron Richards. I know The Witcher 3 was great. It was not like this, it wasn't one of my favorite games. I think it's a great RPG with a lot to do, but outside of that, they really haven't given us much. So a lot of the community was banking off of CDPR's history with their Witcher series. I also talked about that in the video that we released Tuesday, which don't go to watch it now, but after the live stream, you can find the most recent videos link down in the basement, which is the description box below. And if you're hearing in the replay, you can find it there too. But Bad Habit says sometimes they delay games to make the hype bigger. Yeah, and it seems like here recently when CDPR did it, I believe a couple months ago, they really caught a lot of backlash. And when they first announced or showed us a teaser for it way back when, they told us that it would be done when it was ready, or it'd be done when it was done, or something to that extent, right? They didn't give us a specific time. They didn't say, oh, the game, is set to launch November or December of 2020. Could you imagine if they'd have said that in 2015 or 2014? Wow. Like it would have been detrimental to the game's hype, in my honest opinion. But because the game had, Cyberpunk as a tabletop game had a lot of popularity in the 80s. The lore is especially interesting to me. I kind of like the lore, and I went into it completely naked when I played the game, if you will. Bad Habit says I'm still playing The Witcher 3. Yeah, so am I. I don't think I'm going to actually beat it, to be perfectly honest, unless I have a mass opening of time, disposable time or luxury time. Hopefully that's when we go full time here on YouTube. That is the goal around this time in next year. So maybe we'll look back to this live stream at the end of next year, and we'll see if we made it. We'll see if I'm full time on the platform yet. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to beat The Witcher 3. I do enjoy playing it in ultra wide. It's one of my favorite games to play in ultra wide, 3440 by 1440p. And I did play Cyberpunk 2077 in ultra wide, but it was really taxing. And I talked about that in the video on Tuesday. But it was really really taxing to play in ultra wide. Like with medium settings, I was still hovering around 30 frames per second, 30 to 35 frames per second, and I refused to turn on DLSS, right? I did play around with it a little bit in like performance mode and quality mode and auto, and the blurriness, the Vaseline effect that one commentator had mentioned on the video, on Tuesday's video or Thursday's video. The Vaseline effect is just way too prevalent and just really takes you out of the experience. And that's in my honest opinion. I much prefer to play it at a balanced setting at 2560 by 1440p because that seems to be a decent spot for the RTX 2080 Ti. And mind you, that's not with ray tracing turned on, which ray tracing in Cyberpunk 2077 beats the game to crap. Which I may or may not show you in a live stream. Maybe we will do it live. You can go back and again watch the video from Thursday to see ray tracing, to see the performance hit and ray tracing because it is significant. It was almost like 30 to 40% on my end, which I was like, wow, I'm playing on RTX 2080 Ti. I know it's not as hot and sexy as the 6900 XT, which guess what? Nobody's got it. But or I'm sorry, they do. Big time reviewers they have it, but it's not the 6800 XT. and it's not the RTX 3080, but it's right along the lines in terms of performance at 1440p with them, with more so with the 3070 and the 3080. Bad Habit says, unfortunately, I have too much luxury time. I need something to do with my life. Well, gaming is a constructive outlet, in my honest opinion. So, which speaking of, we're gonna jump into it, and I'm going to load Cyberpunk, and then we're going to switch here. Sorry if you see the infinity mirror as the game loads and pops up. But yeah, we're gonna jump into it. And again, we're playing at 1080p. It's 1080p like medium high settings. Again, my internet is is like the biggest bottleneck with playing this game. Like it truly is. It truly is the biggest bottleneck. Like I get anywhere between 4 to 5 megabytes per second in upload, but yeah. Let me know if the game audio is not loud enough too. We'll turn it up. And I also did do the new update. I am on the new patch, so and I am also playing with a controller, which it does feel weird playing on a controller. So here we are in the settings. All right, 1920 by 1080p, and I have the maximum FPS turned on just to kind of eliminate any tearing, or and VSync turned off, which I didn't experience at 1080p, ironically. And go over into my graphics settings. So I'm at medium with the texture quality set to high. I turned off film grain because I didn't like the way it looked. I also turned off chromatic aberrations and depth of field. I left lens flare on because it does give this kind of nice effect. And then anisotropy set to 4. Everything else about low medium. Ray tracing disabled, and of course DLSS disabled as well. So let's jump into it. Bad habits. I can play with controllers. I cannot learn keyboard and mouse. I like playing KBM with and don't flame me too hard for this, y'all, but I am really only good with keyboard and mouse in games like Fortnite for some reason. Like I'm not even all that great in keyboard and mouse in games like Call of Duty Warzone. Like I much rather prefer to play with a controller in Call of Duty Warzone. Bad habit says I have two left hands. Yeah, I got two left feet. All right, so here we are, and I do have an overclock applied on my CPU. As you can see, it's 4.9 gigahertz. You may see it get a little hot. The ambient where I play at, it gets toasty in here, right? And the GPU fan is set to 70%. Bad habits is I think you froze. Let me check the stream. Let me know if it does freeze or if it hicks up on your end. But I'm in the garage of my V condo. All right, sorry. All right, here we go. Let's see. We go to apartments. Oh, okay, good, good. Thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting me know, bad habit. So yeah, the game incredibly detailed. I do not have ray tracing turned on. Again, let's jump into our settings. We're at medium. This was to also balance between, being able to stream. The My output is set to 720, but we are streaming. The base resolution is 1920 by 1080p. But again, we have my internet to blame for that. That is my bottleneck. Is why I really don't do a lot of streaming, or I don't stream a lot of games. But yeah, so this is our setting. This is just to balance to make sure it's at least visual or viewable for you guys and gals. But yeah, the game's incredibly detailed. And I do like the futuristic setting, although it can be a little dense. Playing with a keyboard or playing with a controller, the gunplay does feel a little stiff. But A lot of detail. All right, so we go here and rest. Just to give you a look like inside of V's apartment complex. Like as you can see here, you have your weapons cache, which I don't have a lot of weapons, as you can see. Like I just started. Like this is my official walkthrough, or like my main playthrough, my main save. But again, a lot of detail, stuff laying all around. Like I like the lighting and everything. Like it looks good. It looks good. Like so far so good. But all right, let's lay down. Fat Habit says, "Man, even watching the game on YouTube frees my computer. I need a new build." All right, let's get the building. But again, I'm also streaming at low or normal latency, and I did disable the setting for mature content just to keep the save just to keep the stream and just to keep this video family friendly because we are into family friendly content around here. You guys are also going to see how bad I am. All right, a little bit. Uh oh, what's this? Take this. Oh boy. All right. All right, going downstairs. No, a collector. Peace out. Your Highness says downloading it now. Hey, what's up, Your Highness? Good to see you. You made it. And Ron says you won't be disappointed. Absolutely. No game sound though. I cannot hear the game. Oh no. Can somebody else confirm if you can or cannot hear the game audio? Let me check Streamlabs. Oh, of course not. Okay, now we should be good. All right. Thank you, Bad Habit. J12121 for Ramo. How you doing? Hello. He says hello. They say hello. It's good to
Oh,
see
no,
you,
no, no.
Jay. I think you're a first-time viewer. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us if you're a first-time viewer. If it's your first time here. We're playing Cyberpunk 2077, 1080p, medium settings.
What do you say?
I
How
haven't
you
did
like
it.
my new punching bag?
I say
This
let's
gave
spar.
me a next gen ass whooping.
Whoa. And
Curious
again, I
to
do
see how he
have,
handles the likes of V.
I do have,
So how about it?
I do have an overclock applied on my CPU. Sorry. Thunder says no, we can't hear the game. Now we can, yeah, because I'm sorry, I had the desktop audio, I had it muted, so, yeah, sorry about that. All right, let's
Let's do
let's
this.
spar. Let me show you how the melee combat goes. All right, it's a little boxing. Oh,
You got one hell of a punch there.
oh, that was easy. Monetizing it.
What do you say?
Maybe later.
Try out our freshly developed new taste.
V. Sweet little 45's waiting for its daddy.
I also haven't got a
First
chance
after
to
every
even
shot
look
now.
at some guns. I'll show you how the item shop is.
Let's have a look.
Your Highness says, yeah, this will take the edge off today's events. Yeah, ironically, the game kind of is built upon the collapse of a settle collapse of the U.S. economy. But yeah, I mean, it's good to just let back and just game and just talk about it and sharing in the conversation. Jay says, I found this channel first when you made it is worth to overclock your CPU or something else. Oh, nice. Okay, long time member too. Okay, because we did that video a couple years. Is it worth overclocking your GPU? Is it safe? Is it even worth the risks? Let's talk about it. Yeah, I like that video. Nice. Good to see you, Jay. Appreciate you being here. Ron says, let us see your character. I will. How do I? Let me see. Do I go into? Okay, maybe I get to a mirror. I'm so noob. Inventory. Here we go. All right, this is my character. Yeah, I didn't pick the clothes, but I did. I mean, this is one of my playthroughs. But Your Highness says it's running great on your rig. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It was a little hot during my 1440p walkthrough, or at least the CPU was a little hot. So this is the menu, and so guns cost eddies, which I have 639 eddies. I can't really buy anything. Look, this gun costs this assault rifle, this AR, this shotgun. How much is this shotgun for? Too much money. So yeah, I haven't done enough. I haven't done enough jobs, but mods, all kinds of different items you can buy and unlock. Which, from my understanding, from reading a lot of reviews, that's essentially where you unlock the fun in this game, and that's doing all non-story based items. Can sell my junk. I do have junk. I only have 2 junk items. All right, selling junk. All right, let's go. No, I don't want to say it. I want to get to my car. Collect your gun from Wilson. Okay.
Let's have a look.
All right. So can we pick any gun? I don't have enough money. So what gun am I getting from Wilson? Double barrel shotgun? No. Okay. Assault rifle? No. Upgrading iconic items. You've just received an iconic item along with a set of crafting specs. You can use these to craft better quality versions of the item when a new version of an iconic item is crafted. The original one is destroyed. Oh yeah, like okay. Like modifications. Iconic items can also be upgraded just like regular weapons and
Thanks a lot.
clothing. Alright. Nice. So we got a pistol. Let's go in the whip, going back down the elevator.
And is already considered a masterpiece.
Let's go down to entrance.
Hello, it's time for your local news.
Be sure, and also be sure to give the stream a like, give the stream a thumbs up. Look at that, 12 gigabytes of RAM. Man, I need to go ahead and add 32 to this system. You see our CPU is creeping up into the 80s. Still not bad for a 4.9 gigahertz overclock, and I am using the NVIDIA encoder in Streamlabs OBS. So not streaming on the CPU, which even at medium settings we have even a mild bottleneck. Still getting close to 100 FPS. Wow. See, so much detail in this game. Ray tracing not turned on. What is this? Ashtray. I was also reading, this is an RPG, so you want to pick up all of the junk. Oh, that'd be stealing. And here we are with Jackie. We'll try to get into some action, that way you can see how demanding the game gets once the action picks up and the intensity picks up. Wow, see, look at the detail in that. Holy smokes.
Sit down, let me finish this. Then we can drop in on Senor Vector.
Alright.
Mentioned something about a surprise yesterday. Am I remembering right, or just had a brain fart?
Probably both, because you usually forget shit.
Wow.
It just so happens, I think I might have bagged us a sweet-ass J.O.B.
Go on.
She's eating kibble.
I mean, maybe it's not as big
Good
as that,
detail.
but just that it's fronted by a little-known someone named Dexter Deshawn. Only the top fixer in Night fucking City.
Black
Badass
Jesus.
Black Jesus of the afterlife.
Black Jesus of the
300
afterlife.
pounds of partly gold-plated cool.
Alright. Street Kid. Dex ain't out of the picture. Yeah, I chose Street Kid because deep down inside I'm from the city, so it's only quite naturally I'd go with that. The Mr. Zombified, what's up? Oh, you made it. You made it. It's good to see you, bro. Bad Habit says cyborgs eat. Actually, in Cyberpunk lore, they have a special formula. They're called Borgs. Borgs have a special formula, but he's human. That's just his cyberware. Nah, but he's definitely human.
Took a while, but he's made one hell of a comeback.
Oh, really? That's it, Jackie. Our big break. Our big break.
Needs us. We can use them.
Like, tell me, are you impressed? I know you're seeing you may only be seeing the game at 720p or 48p, depending on your internet. But
So what's the gig?
it looks good. It looks good on my side. even at
Our Lord and
1080p.
Savior wants to tell you everything himself, face to face.
Oh
No
no.
pressure, but this whole deal is right now, I see.
All right. Let's hear what old Dex has to say.
Set it up.
Set it up.
Dex is a real deal when it comes
I'm
to
also a little
fixers.
upset because I have yet
Don't
to
get me wrong. Don't got nothing
experience,
against the
you know,
Padre or
Keanu
Caco,
Reeves or
but
Johnny Silverhand in the game. I'm very early. If you played it, you can see that by now, but I'm very early in the game.
Not really. No.
It's always the same story.
Bad Habit says, this is
Land
making me
on
hungry
fresh
for some
turf.
Chinese food right
Local
now.
fixer waves his dick
Yeah, I
around,
ate
but
before the
he's
live stream.
smiling.
That's why we were a
Then
little
you'll be
late,
up
but
to your
I
neck
had
in
to eat.
gigs and eddies.
But I
Still,
think he's eating kibble.
all you are is another name in their little black book. Nifty tool for getting them a fat slice of whatever.
Look at the detail. Look, it's
big
actually
shit pie
Chinese
they
food
put on
inside of the box.
Sure,
That's insane.
crack
8
jokes
years of
over
game
drinks,
development,
but
y'all.
In the end, it's biz.
It's biz. It's just biz. My graphics card is boosting up to 1920 megahertz. I could overclock this GPU to 2.1 gigahertz easy. Oh.
Thanks,
Nice.
Jack. Much appreciated.
Appreciate that, Jack. Call your vehicle.
Top-notch work Miguel did. Rides like it looks. Factory new.
We'll see.
Yes, I've been eager to get into this car because I think the cars are one of my favorite things in this game. Like I really like the interior of the cars. The future. Hopefully we get Cyberpunk or Cybertruck DLC. And this is my first time driving too.
First stop. Ripper Duck. And Holmes. Easy on the gas, huh? I just
Right.
ate.
Oh, not that. All right, let's do this.
I was supposed to stop by Vic's anyhow. I got a date. Me and Misty.
Oh
Don't
man,
say.
the driving is really,
So sweet.
really weird.
Really gets me, you know.
It's like the driving feels really, really stiff. Like in my opinion.
What?
All right.
Yeah, this is it. Come on, V. Find me once Vic's done.
Well, we know what's going on there.
Not only to you,
Checking them out? Nah, Chimamine used to
Oh,
that those who have
that's
sold
drama
you
over
your
there. There's trouble,
mechanical
y'all.
eyes have resisted the temptation to peek from
So we're at a Ripper Doc.
Hey, V.
What's up? What's up?
I'll sit tight over here.
All right, so we're visiting the Ripper Doc. The Ripper Doc is where you upgrade your cyberware. Ripper Docs. Through common practice, cyberware installation is still dangerous and invasive procedure which can only be performed by qualified specialists. Ripper Docs, yeah.
Vicky, spry as ever, you old Ripper. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too, V. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What do I owe the pleasure?
A lot of
today?
talking in this game too.
Last gig. Had to jack into a client's
LOL, LOL, Your Highness.
I might have gotten spied.
Yeah, there's a lot of this game, and there's a lot of that in this
Migraines,
game, like a
nausea,
lot.
Hypersensitivity to bright lights.
I turned it
Kid
off.
caboodle.
Sorry, I'll try not to talk as much for those of
All right,
you
kid.
who want to get pulled
We'll
into the
sort
story.
you out in a flash. Besides that, how are things?
They're okay. I'm looking up.
Need some new kit, but tools, not toys, Vic. Time I bumped up my sights and got a grip.
As far as the rules says, I just
Now,
finished eating buffalo mac and
finally.
cheese.
Vic,
Nice.
shit's
I
getting
wanted some
real.
mac and cheese for
Got
dinner
a job
tonight.
from Dex to Sean.
And yeah, bad habit. Yeah, 8 years. It was
He
announced back in
technically performed.
2011, 2012.
The Dexter
Yeah.
Deshawn? Well, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
And I do have ray tracing turned off. I'll pay you when the
Quit
job's
crying,
done.
Vic. I'll bring you the Eddies later, with interest. You know I
Yeah.
will.
We're broke. Translation: V.
Last
My V
time.
is broke.
You hear?
Okay, I understand, Vic.
Chair, please. Sit down and relax.
All right, we're getting modified, y'all. Modifying my V. I need to experience more of the action in order for me to like really say, is this a game I want to
Best
put
I've got,
50 plus
and should
hours
be about
into?
Right under the circumstances.
Okay.
Now jack in.
All right.
Kuroshi. Whoa. Vic, nothing tops that on the market.
Sounds like it could come in handy then.
Yeah.
I gave you my word I'd pay you back, but this might be too rich for my blood.
We'll work something out. Right
That's
now,
good.
I'm just out to make sure you get back in one piece. Eddie's in hand.
Look at the detail on
You peruse and choose while
Victor.
I scan.
On
See what's
Victor's
going on
right
inside.
arm, like the tattoo in there. That's pretty nice. Cybernetic implants are mechanical replacements for the organic parts of your body. They can give you superhuman-like abilities, which can improve your combat capability and help you survive in hazardous conditions. Although a common practice in the year 2077, the installation of cyberware is still an evasive and sometimes dangerous medical procedure. Right. Let's do it. I mean, if it's dangerous, it's necessary. So, here we are. I have my character, cyberware. Front cortex, so this is like to enhance the eyes. Memory boost. Memory boost. Your items. Go back. So our hands. So this is what we're going to upgrade to. Ballistic cop processor. Increases the chance to ricochet shots with power weapons. Nice. Alright, let's go for it. You like that. And we want, how do we go? Choose. Oh my gosh. Okay. Possible items. That says 1,000 items. You don't have enough money. Okay, well, it's not what. Operating system. Here we go. Oh, military. Equipped. Select slot. Too much money, too much money. So, I'm not sure if what we're supposed to be selected. We have the arms. Ballistic processors. Operating system. Your items. All items. And we're not installing either one of those. Nervous system. Oculus system. Here we go. Okay. Eyes. Duh. Told you guys, I'm total noob. Total noob. And wait. Skeleton. Let's do. No, we can't choose skeleton. So skeleton arms. None of those.
Mark 1,
All
like
right.
I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea. Cherry on the top's a built-in external lens disruptor.
Oh, nice.
In layman's terms, any surveillance cam will capture your face as a blur. And just remember, your body will still show up as crystal clear.
Okay.
This should do the trick.
Mr. Domify says,
Hiroshi
I'm
Tech,
into
too.
Valhalla right now. Not going to start this yet. Yeah, I wanted to
ready.
play Valhalla, but
Carve away.
I said I knew I was only going to
Excellent.
have time to play
Let's do
this
this.
or Valhalla. And I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Origins.
Lay that major
So
league arm of yours right here.
I figured I'd go into this. It's different. Holy smokes.
Just like that. Thanks.
Pretty much, Victor.
Now, a bit of anesthetic and I can start cutting.
Man.
Feel
Could you
uneasy?
imagine having to go through all this in the year 2077? Like, I feels
Play by
nothing.
play, though. Really, Doc? Makes you sound like a dentist. Always going on and on.
Don't be mean now. Remember, I'm old. I got a shaky Gannic hand. Could slip.
Like Doctor Strange.
Lights out for a minute, all right?
Oh boy. Oh, cause you gotta get the eye. Ooh. Man. Temperature's still looking good. CPU's running hotter than my GPU. I think it might be time for a new AIO. Like, I wish we could
let's
skip this
test
part.
this. See
Like,
the
they really-
magic in action.
We really have to sit through it?
Linking
Like,
you
why?
in. You might
Interesting.
feel a little discomfort at first. Blurred vision, low contrast, glitches.
Just one of the many side effects of having your eye taken out and put back in.
Well, how's it look? feel all right to you?
Better than ever.
Oh, this is fantastic, Vic.
Not
beautiful.
noticeably different, but all right. Scanning people with your optical cyberware can provide you with useful information. Okay.
Time for
Nice.
the scanner.
Like so. Let's see.
Take you a few seconds to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm. With anything, really.
Right.
Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes and read your intentions.
That's some scary hocus pocus magic right
I
there.
also injected NCPD file search. Run into any ne'er-do-wells? You know exactly.
Mrs. Dunphy
what
says,
they're
"Are you
ne'er-do-well.
finding any bugs yet?" You know, that's interesting because I haven't. That doesn't mean they're there, but I
Auto
just
worked
I
like
maybe
a
not
charm.
I maybe haven't played
Now
enough
draw your weapon.
to
You should see
experience
your
them.
ammo count in a brand new sight.
All right, let's take a look. Oh, shiny. All right. Thanks, Vic.
Shit, Victor, not bad. I don't know what to say.
It's the little things, Vic.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whiffs now and another 2 in an hour.
What am I looking at?
Yeah, what is
A
that?
mild stim. Should boost neurotransmission in the short term and muffle some of the side effects while the implant takes.
Oh, okay.
Thanks again, Vic. You're the best. I owe you.
I owe you all those eddies. That's what we're going to owe
Go
Vic.
on.
He is not playing.
Show them what you're made of.
This
And
is a
once you hit
scan.
the big leagues, don't forget where you came from.
And we got a new item. All right. So now we're going to go back to Jackie. We got our cyberware enhancements.
Jim.
Is he watching TV?
Left, God.
Is it that much detail? Let me see. Oh, he is
Guard
watching
up, you
TV.
idiot.
That's pretty dope. Look at that. We can interact.
Come on, punch him.
We can interact with him while he's
Who's
watching
winning?
it.
Hernandez.
It's a nice monitor. Look at that.
That cripple Malone would have been flat on the boards. Now every last fighter's got extra skull lining. Absorbs
Yeah, they do.
75% of every blow.
Man.
Got cash riding on this?
Nah, just looking.
Oh, okay.
It's out of habit more than anything else.
Good, good.
Miss it, don't you?
All right. All right, let's go back to Jackie. I still want to get into some action here on the live stream. And we're going to go back to Jackie. We got our cyberware enhancements. We're back outside. Again, we're at 1080p medium, like a mix of medium and high settings. Just to keep it balanced for the stream.
Heart chakra looks a little out of whack, babe.
Oh boy.
I can release it for you, but you'd have to watch out for negative energy fields and avoid mean reds.
V, yo, listen up. I talked to Dex while you were in with the doc.
Cool.
He's waiting in his ride. For you. Ain't but a hop to where he's parked. Next to Gramsci Burgers.
Okay, do my best to talk us up.
Right. I smell maybe a
Do you truly believe?
Listen, I've got this delicate matter. That's why I called you.
Resisted the temptation.
The number of cyber psycho attacks in
Okay.
the city is on the rise. Now that's probably not news to you, but this issue matters to me for a few reasons.
Alright, let's call the whip.
There are people who say cyber psychosis can be treated.
Right.
And I know exactly how that sounds, but I believe even an unproven therapy is still better than a bullet to the brain.
You
If
think
I
so?
get a tip about a possible attack, I'll give you a call. Maybe you
Alright.
can investigate before Max Tack hits the scene.
Alright.
Remember, you're not there to execute anybody. Try to incapacitate the attacker, and I'll send someone to pick him up. I hope that's all clear.
Alright, we're doing this quest. We're not gonna do that.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
Dexter Deshawn in the
Rick
flesh.
Ross? Nope, Dexter
Ample
Deshawn.
indeed.
Yeah. Nice ride, man.
Let's roll.
Let's roll,
Mind if I ask you something right off the bangle?
Go ahead.
Would you rather live in peace as Mr. Nobody, die ripe,
right.
old, and smelling slightly of urine, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory, smelling near like posies, without seeing your 30th?
The latter. The huh? Mr. Nobodies don't
You're either
survive.
somebody or you fizzle out into nothing.
That's right. Stand for
City don't
something,
let
fall
you
for
choose.
anything.
Oh, but it does. See, in my line of work, I choose to be Mr. Chill.
Okay.
But folk who try to take advantage, well, they see the beast inside. All right, listen close. Scanning a serious job now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scav home.
Okay. The job,
Let
tell
me
us
hear
more.
it. What's the job?
There's this prototype tech.
Also want to show they're
Bios
taking up 8
looks
gigabytes of
nice.
VRAM.
Jobs to grab it.
I am streaming from using the
Yeah.
NVIDIA encoder to stream, but
Guessing
8
it belongs
gigabytes
to
of
a
VRAM
core.
at 1080p. Wow. Good thing we got 11 gigabytes to work with.
Arasaka.
Arasaka.
Surely that's no problem.
Nah.
Corps don't deserve special treatment.
Shit, you ain't playing around.
Nah.
Got a feeling this could be a start of a beautiful friendship built on heaps of eddies.
All right.
You work this out? Got a plan?
Two things. First, a conundrum with the Maelstrom boys. Needs active resolving that. Second, a rendezvous. Simple. Client who brought us the job's anxious. She wants to parlay with one of the team.
Okay.
What's the issue needs resolving with Maelstrom? Got a beef?
Slot in the shard.
All right.
Got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang doing his thing 2 weeks back. Jumped a Militech convoy. Got away with the gear. Corp don't even know Maelstrom's involved. Now see, convoy was carrying the Flathead, a little combat bot, a prototype. And
Called the Flathead.
That bit of high-grade military tech.
All right.
Because if we don't get that bot, we don't get no soccer chip. And we sure as hell don't get no happily ever after. But don't get excited. It's a single-use toy.
All right.
Now, I flat out purchased the damn thing from Maelstrom. Problem is, I did so from a gent went by the name of Brick.
Brick. You never buy
say
from
when,
somebody with the
Brick
name
was
just
leader.
Brick.
3 days after we'd sealed our deal, his friend and gangmate, one Simon Randall, a.k.a. Royce, plain dropped his ass.
That's bad business.
Royce is in charge now, and I got no way of knowing if he aims to honor his predecessor's word. To add to this shitstorm, one merited stout of Militech has developed an interest in said convoy.
Wow. All right. Who's the woman? Nah, Roy Scott. Who's
Royce
he?
guy. What's he like?
Mrs. Diamondfied, thanks for hanging
A
out. Yeah, we're
straight
just jumping in. I'm trying to get into some
chrome-loving
action.
kind.
Thanks for hanging out,
Big
though.
club in
Appreciate
this
you being
town.
here. Big club.
I'll
Oh,
give
boy.
you that, except few of its other members.
A lot of
No matter
driving
the
and
stakes,
talking in
would
this
put
game.
A friend and associate through an industrial microwave dryer. Apparently, first thing to burst are the eyeballs. Get a nice clear pop. Then the rest goes goulash.
Who's the prima donna?
Corpo agent, internal affairs. Been skidding around town asking after the convoy as if her life depended on finding it. The one lead she's
It
got
might.
zip-tied in her trunk. Stick up her ass ain't growing any shorter, so she must be getting desperate. Be wise to think how you could use that.
All right.
Of course, to do so, you'll need that frazzled cat's info. Sending it now.
Client. What's her thing? Why she need to meet?
Look at those guys.
Woman's name's Evelyn Parker. Vetting her wasn't easy. Put the word out I was looking for.
This world
any
feels
kind
like
of
a
intel.
hybrid of Mass Effect
Right,
and
and
GTA.
Some brothers from Pacifica got back to me. Told me to stop looking. End the convo. Anyway, our little client insisted on meeting someone with skin in the game. You know, who'll be there for it all.
That'd be us, V.
Yours truly will be remote. T-Bug ain't no people person, and Jaggy's only good at some things. I know you know what I mean. Pretty much leaves you.
think I got everything.
Time to
Time I
work.
got to work.
All right, time to get into some
Well,
action.
that's just music to my ears. I'll
Good,
set
good,
up the
good.
meet with Miss Parker at Lizzie's bar. Flathead,
Come on,
though,
Miss Parker.
Be all you.
We're gonna skip the ride. All right,
One more thing, Mr. V.
Mr. V.
Quiet life or blaze of glory?
Blaze
Blade
of
or
Glory. Blaze of Glory, hands down. Like the movie. Funny movie. Alright, here we are. Wow. Performing certain actions will reward you with street cred. Build your street cred to make a name for yourself in the night city world. Doing so will open up new opportunities. Yup. Alright.
Jackster, talk to Dex.
Yeah, Cortito's a big deal. Literally at 9, yeah?
All right.
Claimed to want to check our pro cred. But to me, it feels more like he tangled us up with Maelstrom and Militech. There's this combat bot, military prototype. Maelstrom clept it. Then Dex paid to take it off their hands just before the Gangoons had a switch up in management.
Right. Heard about that. Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
All right, so we talked to Jackie, and
that sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Royce. Gave the deets of
Whoa.
some Militech agent too, but I don't know how much help she stands to be.
More detail. Look at the detail in that. Wow. It's like, holy cow.
Then there's the other thing. Gotta meet the
The heck was
client to
that?
put the job on the table. Evelyn Parker.
You? Well, what's Dex gonna do? Ride around in his limo, chat chicks up on the hollow?
Parker wants to meet someone on the crew. Dex gave me the nod.
He must know what he's doing. So,
Yeah.
how you want to play this? Maelstrom or Parker? What's first?
Maelstrom, right? We should go for Maelstrom. We'll visit Maelstrom.
I say we knock
Walter
on
G, it's good to
Maelstrom's
see you,
door
fam.
first.
Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for
How,
stopping by
actually?
on this Saturday late night live stream. And he says that Rick Ross in the car. That's the same thing I said when I got in the whip. I was like, Rick Ross? No, it's Dexter something. All right. So we completed that task and I did nothing. Let's call the car. Yep. Although driving is weird. Oh. Yep. I hit my own car. Alright. We're gonna drive there. The music is pretty dope too so far from what I experienced. And Dexter Deshawn, aka Rick Ross Imposter, says, I just want to remind you again that Eddies have already changed hands between me and my esteemed Maelstrom partners in biz. A round sum of 10K Eddies to be precise. So when you're there to take it off their hands, don't let them try to shake you down as they're liable to do as they're liable to do. Maelstrom being Maelstrom. See, I knew there was gonna be drama. See, guys, we're getting into some action. Finally, some action. But you can see we're cruising through the city. All right, tell me what you think on your end. Whoa. You may be seeing it in 720p, but it is 1080p base resolution, base canvas. And we're at medium high settings for the sake of the stream. And we're meeting up with the Maelstroms. The world definitely does feel like just dense and decrepit. Alright, we're meeting up with Jackie. Alright,
today's big story, folks.
It's my character.
Arasaka has announced the sale of its unprofitable facilities in...
Alright, here we are with Jackie.
Vaya por fin. Let me hear what
Nice
you
bite.
squared away.
So Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot. Thing is, can't be sure the Gangoons are still willing to hand it over.
He paid up front? Híjole.
He must have been
Well,
desperate. You don't pay up front.
Let's go get this tech.
Alright.
Scheme yet? You got a plan?
That shit can go smoothly.
No, that's why we want
Gang world
action.
ain't too complicated. Mike's
Nice
right.
ride. Yeah.
Strong
I want to see a DeLorean like car.
Either you fuck others,
Something like that. That's pretty, like, this kind of looks like a DeLorean. Look at the front.
into the borg.
Sorry.
Straight to biz, eh, mano?
Alright, let's go.
All right.
Let's
I
get
hate
it.
these borg fuckers. Just had to be there.
Alright.
Gang
Let's
like
get
any
some
other,
actions.
Take the Valentinos. They follow God and the Santa Madre. Honor means something to them.
Alright.
You know what they want, how they get it, and what pisses them the fuck off. With
Right.
Maelstrom, you just never know.
Man. Let's let them know we're here. We're doing the pickup. My first official quest. Thunder says a Tesla. I would like to get some Teslas in here. Dex
Want to
sent
talk
us.
to Royce. Dex sent us.
Rick Ross.
Main room. We've been waiting.
Alright. Let us in. Wow. You gotta appreciate the... That's stealing?
Cozy place. They could use a few plants, though. Oh, yeah. They look damn well prepared.
Yep, pretty much. If I'm walking by, it's
I don't
not
think I've ever seen security like this in the Chow factory.
Gear from the Jack convoy. Gotta be. Must have been all over it like maggots on dead meat. You hear about their boss?
Like maggots on dead meat.
Dex mentioned him. Called him special.
Yeah, we could have met somewhere less. That's creepy. And this isn't ray tracing either. All right, here we go. Yeah, this isn't gonna go over well. Yep.
They're just trying to spook us.
They're doing a good job at it. I say we offload that. You know it's coming.
Chill, B. Remember, we're on their turf.
So what do you want?
You got a bot. Model MT0D12. Called the Flathead.
We want it.
And? The hell you care?
Guy I represent already paid Brick for it. I'm just here for the pickup. I can talk direct to Royce if necessary.
Nah, you talk to me. Name's Dum Dum.
Dum Dum.
Now
What a name.
couch. Planet.
Alright. So you said Captain Planet. Couch Planet. Let's sit down. Got ourselves a real Mexican standoff here, Jackie. These guys look tough.
Well, shit. Goes for you too.
I'll stand.
This so fucking hard? Fucking ass on the fucking couch!
Maybe.
Yeah. Ooh.
Thought you'd never ask. Sit your ass down, fucking
Jack,
planet.
sit down.
This ain't gonna end well, but
Ooh.
shit.
Yep. I said the same thing.
All right. Come on. Gotta lighten up. Take a hit.
What you blowing?
Something.
Eskeef.
Eskeef.
Yours baby powder.
Black lace. Tough to get your hands on. Gotta have a good source.
What's it do?
Ups Dorse and adrenaline to the point you feel no pain. Trip so intense it verges on psychosis. Corps fed it to their fighting legions during the Corp Wars.
Cyber psychos pop the tabs like candy. Vaporizing it mellows the burn without killing any of the effect. Come on, give it a whirl.
Nah, fam. Nah, I'll
Thanks,
pass.
I'm good.
We're good. I'll pass. And I ticked your boy off, but oh well. Gonna have to pass on that.
Whatever you say, straight-edged princess.
Yeah. Names. Sticks and stones, fam. Sticks and stones.
Here we go. A flathead.
All right.
MT0D12.
All right.
Need to see it.
Sue yourself.
You know, because it's only good business. Wow.
Fucking tricked out this thing. Dynamic thermal optic camo armor. Full cognitive immersion with a Raven controller.
Wow.
Pimped out prototype actuators made of titanium vanadium Kevlar composite. And watch this. Fully integrated link too. So when the spider starts crawling up walls dangling from ceilings.
Could lose your lunch.
Yeah, pretty much. Who wants to do
What
all
you
that?
think?
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Free. Sure. Yeah. Let's see your cred.
Brick got it. It's all paid up.
Yep.
I don't see any fucking brick around here, do you?
Oh boy. Yep. See. All right.
Come on. Can't expect me to pay for this thing twice.
And who the fuck are you to say what can and can't be? You'll pay twice because I say you'll pay twice. Alright. You want the flathead? I better see some eddies.
Seeing as you already got the eddies for it, you ought to offer us a discount. A big one.
Yeah.
A discount? Fuck. You know, you never did say who sent you. Never did say who you're working for.
Do we have
Dexter
to?
Deshawn.
Yep. Rick Ross.
Dexter Deshawn. The lard-ass Punching animal fucked half of Pacifica?
Boom. Let's go. Here we go. Action time. Yep.
You hear me? That makes sense.
Where's my assault rifle? There we go. Get down, Jackie. Oh my gosh, out of ammo?
Hang on! Reloading!
Nope. Oh, get out of the way. Enough of that.
Cut off. Grab the gear. Button control. Quick!
Yeah, ammo too. Powerful weapons allow you to control the direction of bullet ricochets. Oh, really? Huh. If you have ballistic cop processes operating in the trajectory generator mod for Kiroshi optics installed. Nice. Alright, well, for the meantime, let's get his armor. Again, this is the RPG, so we're going to take everything. Okay. Item C. Anything else? Let's see, what's this over here? Yep. Exploding. Ammo. Needed that. What else? I'm just taking everything. We're just gonna grab everything. Alright. More stuff? Yep. So it's good to pick up like all your items. Again, this is an RPG, and we could sell those items to vendors later on. Should there anything in here? Cyberpunk 20 rulebook, lighter, more junk. Alright. Let's get the flathead. I've been feeling we're gonna have more.
Bot and controller.
Let's go. Quicker the better. Let's get out of here. I'm dying for some fresh air.
Yes. Sometime we're gonna have to make for a steep getaway. Better to get Walter G says better to get the game through GOG or Steam. That's a good question. I mean, it depends on, I guess, your preference and launchers. I would get it. I got it on Steam.
It's a production line. Plus, I thought you loved me.
Really no other way.
What's this? Let's see, what is this? Alright, we'll go to local network. Turn it off. Go takeover. It says turn on the production line to clear the passage. Okay. This is right here. Are we using this to clear the production? Turn on the production line. There we go. So we turn it on. Turn it off. Local network. No. So it's not there. Okay, so which direction did we go? Climbed up here. Maybe this computer terminal. No. Over here. No. So, trying to find how to turn on the production line to clear the passage. We'll come back up here. And no. So you have to climb up there? Yeah. There we go. All right.
Oh, good.
There we go.
Let's go.
Duh. That's how you do it. Let's see if we're gonna take that too. Here. We got action. So I do like how you can like hack into different enemies and cause different types of disruptions. Like we're gonna distract that.
They can spot you.
It's just a matter of time, motherfucker!
Yeah. But I'm gonna get to you before you get to me. Let's try to see if we can stealth take out this guy.
Watch out, no markers.
Like we can't drop this. I can't drop this guy. All right, one down. That guy almost saw me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Whoa.
yes, well.
Whoa.
Go, go, go!
Whoa. Alright. What kind of weapon is you think?
Flash wound! Flash wound!
Cover me, V.
Hold up. Grenade. Oh, beautiful. Whoa. What? Oh wow! I didn't even see them. Nice. I died. Alright, we're gonna try to get through this mission one more time. I learned when you die, you gotta like start like a little ways back. Falter G says, "Nice, got some Splinter Cell style." Yeah, I like stealth. I like stealthy based games, and I did want to kind of try to approach this with this. Wow, see, look how far back we gotta start. All right, I'm gonna try this one more time. Let me see. Cause yeah, look how far back they make you start. That's one thing I don't like either. Cause you know I don't have a lot of time to game, so losing and having to lose so much progress really kind of just like makes you say, well, man, let me go back. But I do like the graphics. Like, I like the art style. Gunplay, I have to experience more. I have to experience the gunplay a little more. Alright, we're gonna let's try to stuff out these guys too. But yeah, look at that. I gotta start all the way back here. See what we can hack. Get them to distract the enemies. Get them over there. Get them to focus their attention on that. Alright. Go alongside here.
Back into my side!
Nope.
Jackie Wells.
Whoa, boy.
Go, go, go!
Go.
We got two opponents. Oh! Jesus. Okay, go back. More cover, more cover. More cover, more cover. That's how you do it. Oh, here he comes. Hello. Hello.
Who's ready to party?
Bye-bye. Wow, that didn't even... Plenty more. Plenty more where that came from. Yep.
I ain't late for breakfast.
Whoa. Okay. I like how the AI tries to actually outmaneuver you. Wow, I'm running dangerously low on ammunition. Overheat. Somebody's hacking me. Ah. Damn it.
Under heavy fire! Stay with me!
Oh boy, that was dumb. Okay. We got in there. Drop him, Dagger. Drop him. We need more ammo. More ammo.
Fuck!
Hang on there, Jackie. Oh boy. Kick that in there with you. Nice. Nice. Alright, so it looks like we got some attribution points. Body. Yes, so I want to give more to reflexes. Eagle Eye. Reduces time to aim down sight with rifles and submachine guns. Increases damage with rifles and submachine guns. Increases critical chance with rifles and submachine guns. I think I'm going to go with the Eagle Eye. For one there. Mission unlocks and then definitely there. And I do plan on using handguns. So, oh, and regeneration. Definitely in regeneration. And see if we have one for cool. Alright. Nice. In the middle of the action. Alright, back to action. I also like how the music, the soundtrack is really, and that's probably like one of the best things one of the best things this game has going on for it is its soundtrack. Like, especially during the action.
Careful.
Got eyes on the what? Let's see if we have better weapon. Inventory. Rifle. Copperhead Chaos. Ooh, pretty. No, they can't. Let's hack the camera. Alright. We're almost right there. Huh. I mean, we're just gonna go for it over here. Uh-oh. There we go. Weapon hit hard.
We're coming for you!
Drop him? Yeah. How many bad guys have we got?
Let's have us some fun!
Oh, Jesus. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Hey, better shot. Yeah, go for cover. It's like hard to see at times. I need to go with something a little more long range. Need something a little more long range. Let's see what we got. Just copperheads. Alright, so copperhead it is. So we need something long range. Let's take it. Oh, grenade. Man on the side right there. Surprisingly, the FPS hasn't dropped that much while we're engaging in so much action. John Wick style. Damn it. I can't get him that far with the pistol. Not so much John Wick after all. Got your back, Jack. Whoa. Ah. Yep, too late, brother. Might be our last ammo. No. Whoa. I hate the. Nope, not right. Okay.
Fucking grenade!
Yeah, it's like they throw grenades more than any AI, really. I had to do that. Couldn't really get up on you. Where's the other one? Ah, come on.
You know who you're messing with?
We got uno más. Uno más. Hello. Oh, he has the bionic legs. Come on, Jackie. Do your part. Cover me. Now that's got to be a bug because he can already see me. A little annoying. Woo! That was intense. That was intense. Holy cow. Alright, now we gotta do some sweet looting. I'm not gonna do that. See what sweet goodies we left down here. Wow, look at all that. So yeah, good to loot. And before we peace out of here, we're gonna scoop up, see if there's anything helpful or worth salvaging once we make it past this. See, we have foods. It's like a delay in between me picking up the items. Definitely need ammo. What's we got here? Another copperhead. Feeling like we just sell all these. There's nobody here. Wow, that's got to be a glitch too. I mean, just like repeating audio like that. Like, there's no enemies present, so there's no reason for him. There's no reason for that audio to play. It's a little silly, but not game breaking. Definitely not game breaking. Look at that, ammo, more ammo. Yeah, because I was like running really low on this copperhead ammo. Let's see if there's any more. All right, let's get up out of here. Come on. Boom.
Come on. Let's see that pretty faceplate.
We're gonna be quietly off this dude because reasons. Tight on ammo being one of them. Let's drop him right here. Dropped. Jumping over to the chat real quick. Walter G says, "What is the rig you use to play this game?" So currently, I'm using an 8700K and an RTX 2080 Ti. But I want to play it at 1440p. It's really difficult to stream at 1440p. Whoa. All right, you guys are getting a grenade. Grenade. Headshot. Hello. That copper bites. And they have a shotgun. Why that overheating function they can do? Like the AI is just standing there. He's like wasn't even trying to shoot at us. Oh, actually. All right. So I'm not sure why we're overheating.
Stay out of their way! You're long now!
Oh, no. Okay. Bad guys.
Good one!
Dropped him on the stairs. Uh-oh. Drop you. I scavenge anyway, especially when I play Skyrim. Like, if you guys want to see me play Skyrim, let me know too. And the upcoming news. How we get down here? Is there anything good down here at least? But yeah, I do plan on playing the new Skyrim too when that comes out. Or the new Elder Scrolls. I'm sorry, not the new Skyrim. Anything up here? Ammo, tech, another copperhead. Man, we're gonna get some good eddies for all this junk. Alright. Alright, going this way. No, okay. Let's see. Gotta update our strength to be able to pry open doors. Alright, what do we have? Where are the baddies? You can go in loud, you can go, I like the different options you can go in. We can short circuit them. Let's short circuit them.
It hurts. It's just a matter of time, motherfucker.
Oh boy. Well, before you find me, I'm gonna rebuild myself. Damn.
Over here.
He just said something very nice in Spanish. Slide. Oh wow. I like the sliding. Very Apex.
We're coming for you.
Point for you.
Come on out of there. John Wick style. Oh, crud. Why is he like running? Wow, because he wanted to chuck a grenade. All right. The music kind of adds to the intensity a little bit. Again, we're playing an RPG. This is very much an RPG, so you should scavenge, look around. You should pick up items even if you can't use them yet. Barter them, sell them, make a little bit of coin on the side. But it looks like this, we're almost rounding near the end of this mission. So, any more good stuff. Ammo. Because from my understanding, you can't have enough. You can't have enough ammo. You see, I ran out of ammo twice back there. What's this down here? Okay. Anything else? I mean, there's just a lot of junk. What's this? And this. And this. And more ammo. You scan to find objects to pick up. ammo. Ammo, here we go. Junk. Can't pick this up. Oh, there we go. I see it's like weird with that. It might be just me. Pick up this guy. Anything over here? Alright. Alright, let's peace out of here. Oh, more ammo. Can't have enough ammo, although it might be pistol ammo. Yeah. Alright. Alright, hopefully we're down for more action. Let's. How did I miss all these? I'm surprised my inventory's not full yet. Alright. Jackie's waiting. Hostile area. I'm ready. Uh-oh. It got eerily quiet. Like, it got eerily quiet in there. Where are we going, Jackie?
No baking, no debts.